there's been a bunch of NFL players suspended in the last couple of years. Isaiah Rodgers, Rashad Berry, and Demetrius Taylor, they were suspended like a year ago. There's been like confrontations with players attacking various fans, bettors, gamblers attacking players. And there was a situation, that's in Major League Baseball. This year there's been guys gambling on games and being suspended. And the NBA the same. Now, there was a Beal that was attacked. Some player by the name of Beal got attacked, and he had a confrontation, and he spoke out against the fact that these fans are individualizing them out. They're not chips. They're not gambling chips, and they need to be protected, and they need to be nurtured, and it needs to stop. Because I would tell you this, Andrew. I would tell you this. All the epidemics, like we had talked about, all the pandemics, this drug problem that we have in America, and all these kids killing themselves at a young age. Man, look, God is so good. Life is so good. You know what I'm saying to you? And anything that our government can do, from the president down to Congress, down to the governors, to the NCAA, and you said it you said it in our last program that the NCAA has fallen apart 25 years ago. That they basically don't even exist anymore, and it's pathetic. What is going on at our universities today, and in our environments, and with the kids, Andrew, with the college kids getting this. You and I, we always talk about what do you do with $1 million when you're on campus? I guarantee you, they're all getting. They're all getting. They might not be gambling on themselves, but they're probably gambling on the NFL games, gambling on other teams, and some of them might be even gambling on their own team, on themselves. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And it just adds such a controversy the way the system has progressed since 2018 that you can gamble now in over 30 states on sports. So and you can gamble online.
And I remember the I don't know if they do them anymore, the 30 for 30 series from ESPN. I remember they did one it was called Broke. And it's about all the NFL players who, like through the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, who just have made millions, signing bonuses, all this stuff, and they got nothing left because they spent it all because they didn't have any financial information on how to spend, how to save, how to plan for their financial futures. They were kids. They were 22, 23 years old, younger sometimes, and you're just given the keys to the kingdom and you don't know what to do except buy very expensive things because you've never had anything before. And that's the thing, is that in the NFL has kind of like fixed itself to the point. Like everyone's there's so many financial advisors now. There's so many people that, like, when these guys get that money, because it's so ridiculous now, there's people there to take 10% of it and tell you how to spend the 90. But that in college has yet to happen. And I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see stories of these kids, 18 years old, you get paid whatever, $1.2 million to be a quarterback for a middling team. And what happened to that guy? Who's that guy? Where did he go? Where did that $1 million go? How did that help him? Because you always say oh man, if I had $1 million, all my problems would go away. That's so not true. If you had $1 million, you'd have 25 more new problems. Because there's always someone trying to take it. There's always someone's pulling on you, something needs to happen. So that's going to be the very interesting next thing, is to see the effects that happen from all these new rules and all these changes into college athletics through NIL, through gambling, through just all the TV money that's coming into it. We haven't seen the effects of that yet. It's going to be 10 more years until we really understand what's going on today. And I just feel bad. I feel bad for all the people that are going to be hurt by this system, because no one has the lack of foresight to say, you know what? They're people. They're actual people. Like you said, they're not poker chips. They're people. We are putting people, and now really young people, in front of a spotlight that is so hot and so bright, and you're just cranking up the heat. And at some point, there's going to be people that succeed. There always is. There's always people that raise to that level, and they're exceptional human beings. but for every exceptional human being, how many falter and how many burn in that light? So that's the truth of it. That's the sad truth of the matter.
I would tell you, you're right on. And even with the statistics on lotteries, really, it's like these kids hit a lottery. When you give a professional athlete or the NIL gives these young kids these big $1 million deals, and if you look at families who've won lotteries, and you look at how their lives end, they end up in turmoil. They end up in turmoil. They end up in fights and divorce, and everybody falls apart. Look, money, the love of money is the root of all evil. So, we need to go back to the basics, man. If it ain't broke, you're going to hear me say this a lot. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do you understand? We need to go back to restricting gambling at every level. That's the lotteries. The lotteries shouldn't be advertising on television either. I mean, you see their ads all the time. Come try to win $100 million. Like, who's not going to go empty out their own?